Here is a startling fact that might surprise you. According to the Centers for Disease Control, nearly 47% of adults over 60 have high blood pressure. But here is the shocking part. Many do not even realize it until it is almost too late. Let me tell you about Thomas, a 74-year-old retired school principal from Ohio. Thomas was the picture of health, or so he thought. Every morning he would tend to his tomato garden, help his neighbor with grocery shopping, and never missed his weekly poker night with the guys. Thomas felt strong, alert, and completely normal. But on a peaceful Thursday afternoon, while reading the newspaper on his front porch, Thomas suddenly felt dizzy. Within minutes, he collapsed. His wife called 911, and at the hospital, doctors delivered devastating news. Thomas had suffered a stroke. The cause: dangerously high blood pressure that had been silently damaging his arteries for years. Have you ever wondered how something so quiet, like skipping one small habit or ignoring one tiny warning sign, could slowly put your heart at risk without you even knowing? Welcome to your trusted home for senior health facts, where we help adults over 60 take control of their health with science-backed practical wisdom that you can trust. If living healthier and stronger every day matters to you, hit that subscribe button right now. Your heart is truly remarkable. It has been beating faithfully for you non-stop for over 60 years. That is more than 2 billion heartbeats since the day you were born. But here is what happens as we age. Our cardiovascular system naturally becomes more vulnerable to everyday stresses that younger people might easily handle. Why does this happen? As we get older, our arteries naturally become less flexible, our metabolism slows down, and our body's ability to bounce back from stress decreases. When you combine these natural changes with hidden issues like elevated blood pressure, poor sleep quality, or certain daily habits, it creates what doctors call the perfect storm for cardiovascular problems. According to a comprehensive 2023 study published by the National Institute on Aging, more than 80% of adults over 65 have at least one form of cardiovascular disease. But here is the encouraging news. Many of these conditions are preventable or manageable with the right knowledge and simple lifestyle adjustments. Think of your circulatory system like the plumbing in an older home. When the pipes are new and flexible, water flows smoothly with normal pressure. But over time, as pipes age and narrow, the pressure builds up throughout the entire system. That is exactly what happens in your body, and that pressure can become dangerous if we do not pay attention to the warning signs. Understanding this is crucial because the most dangerous heart habits often do not feel dangerous at all. They are frequently woven into our daily routines, seeming harmless or even comforting. But knowledge is power, and today we are going to give you the tools to protect your heart for years to come. Let us start by identifying the everyday habits that could be quietly putting your heart at risk. These 7 common activities might seem innocent, but research shows they can gradually damage your cardiovascular system even when you feel perfectly fine. First, extended screen time before bedtime. Many of us enjoy winding down with our favorite TV shows or checking social media on our tablets. However, the blue light emitted by screens interferes with your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep deeply. Poor sleep quality directly impacts your heart by raising blood pressure and increasing cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone. Here is a real example. Dorothy, a 69-year-old retired librarian, used to watch late-night news in bed every evening. After her doctor suggested turning off screens an hour before sleep, Dorothy started reading mystery novels instead. Within 6 weeks, not only was she sleeping better, but her morning blood pressure readings had dropped significantly. Second concern is regular consumption of fried and processed foods. Fast food and heavily processed meals are loaded with trans fats, excessive sodium, and artificial preservatives. Just one serving of fried chicken or a processed burger can cause your triglycerides to spike and create inflammation in your arteries that lasts for several hours. When this pattern repeats regularly, it contributes to the development of high blood pressure, arterial damage, and increased risk of heart disease. Third critical issue involves inconsistent blood pressure medication compliance. Perhaps the most dangerous habit of all is ignoring high blood pressure or being inconsistent with prescribed medications. Hypertension earned the nickname the silent killer because it often causes no symptoms while quietly damaging your heart, brain, and kidneys. Fourth concern relates to prolonged periods of sitting. Retirement often means more time for relaxing activities like watching television, reading, visiting with friends, or working on hobbies. While these activities are wonderful for mental health, sitting for extended periods reduces blood circulation and can gradually increase blood pressure. Fifth issue centers on high sodium soups and packaged sauces. Let me share Helen's story. Helen, a 71-year-old grandmother, had been eating her favorite canned chicken noodle soup almost daily for lunch. When her ankles started swelling regularly, her doctor suggested reducing sodium intake. Helen began making simple homemade soups with fresh vegetables and low-sodium broth. Within 3 weeks, the swelling in her ankles had completely disappeared, and she felt more energetic throughout the day. Sixth risk factor involves ignoring stress and emotional health. Chronic worry, social isolation, or unresolved grief can have profound physical effects on your heart. Seventh concern is skipping regular health checkups. Many seniors avoid doctor visits unless they feel sick, but preventive care is essential for heart health. Have you recognized any of these habits in your own daily routine? If so, do not worry. Awareness is the first step toward positive change. Now let us focus on the positive changes you can make starting today. These 7 heart-healthy habits are simple, practical, and scientifically proven to support cardiovascular wellness for adults over 60. First positive step is monitoring your blood pressure at home. Invest in a reliable digital blood pressure cuff designed for home use. Take measurements at the same time each morning, preferably before breakfast and coffee. Keep a simple logbook or use a basic smartphone app to track your readings over time. Second recommendation involves embracing heart-smart nutrition. Focus on foods naturally rich in potassium, fiber point, and healthy fats. Consider boiled eggs, which provide high-quality protein and choline that supports brain and heart health. Steel-cut oatmeal offers soluble fiber that helps lower cholesterol naturally. Fresh avocados contain heart-healthy monounsaturated fats and potassium. Third suggestion is creating a calming bedtime routine. Transform your evening hours into a peaceful transition to restful sleep. Turn off all screens at least 1 hour before your intended bedtime. Instead, try listening to gentle classical music, practicing light stretching, saying prayers or meditation, or enjoying a warm herbal tea like chamomile. Fourth approach involves incorporating gentle movement throughout your day. You do not need intense exercise to support heart health. If you spend time sitting, whether reading, watching television, or chatting with friends, simply stand up and move around for 2 to 3 minutes every 30 to 45 minutes. Fifth recommendation centers on discovering the joy of home cooking. Preparing more meals at home gives you complete control over ingredients and sodium content. Simple substitutions can dramatically improve the nutritional value of your favorite dishes. Sixth step involves building strong social connections. Loneliness and social isolation are significant risk factors for heart disease. Make an effort to maintain regular contact with family and friends, whether through phone calls, video chats, or in-person visits. Seventh practice focuses on stress management techniques. Develop healthy ways to cope with worry and stress. This might include deep breathing exercises, gentle yoga, journaling, gardening, or talking with a trusted friend or counselor. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a 73-year-old retired nurse from Michigan. 2 years ago, Eleanor was struggling. She felt tired every afternoon, her legs were often swollen, and climbing the stairs to her bedroom left her breathless. Her doctor had prescribed blood pressure medication, but Eleanor often forgot to take it consistently. Then Eleanor decided to make small, manageable changes. She started taking her blood pressure medication at the same time every morning, right after brushing her teeth. She replaced her daily canned soup lunch with homemade vegetable broth with fresh herbs. Eleanor began turning off her television an hour earlier each night and spent that time reading or listening to audiobooks instead.
The changes did not happen overnight, but they were steady and encouraging. After 6 weeks, Eleanor noticed she had more energy in the afternoons. After 3 months, the swelling in her legs had disappeared. Her most recent doctor visit brought wonderful news. Her blood pressure had improved so much that her physician was able to reduce one of her medications. Today, Eleanor feels stronger and more confident than she has in years. She volunteers at her local library twice a week, takes daily walks around her neighborhood, and recently started a small herb garden on her back patio. You deserve to feel strong, energetic, and confident about your health again. Your heart has served you faithfully for decades. Now it is time to return that care and dedication. I want to challenge you to start with just one small change tonight. Maybe it is turning off your phone or television 30 minutes earlier than usual. Perhaps it is preparing a simple homemade soup for tomorrow's lunch instead of opening a can. Whatever you choose, make it manageable and sustainable. Ready to feel better and take control of your heart health? Subscribe now so you do not miss the next step in your journey towards stronger, healthier living. A common question I hear is whether you can eat eggs if your doctor says you have high cholesterol. In most cases, yes. Boiled or poached eggs can be part of a heart-healthy diet. Eggs provide high-quality protein and important nutrients like choline, which supports brain function. Another frequent question involves whether walking is really enough exercise for heart health. Walking is excellent exercise for heart health. A brisk 20-minute walk daily can significantly lower blood pressure, improve circulation, and boost your mood. People often ask about the best time of day to take blood pressure medication. Most doctors recommend taking blood pressure medication at the same time each day for consistency, often in the morning. However, timing can depend on the specific type of medication you're taking and your individual response. Many wonder if they can use herbs and spices instead of salt to make food taste good. Absolutely. Herbs and spices are excellent alternatives to salt, and many actually provide additional heart health benefits. Try fresh or dried garlic, which may help lower blood pressure, rosemary, basil, oregano, thyme, or turmeric. Finally, people ask how often they should check their blood pressure at home. If you are monitoring blood pressure at home, checking it 2 to 3 times per week at the same time of day is usually sufficient unless your doctor recommends more frequent monitoring. Consider these helpful daily guidelines. In the morning, take your blood pressure medication, consistently measure your blood pressure 2 to 3 times weekly, and eat oatmeal with berries or a boiled egg. For lunch, choose a potassium-rich meal like spinach salad with avocado, homemade soup, or grilled chicken with vegetables. In the evening, turn off screens 1 hour before bed, try gentle stretching or reading, and practice deep breathing or meditation. Everything we have shared today is for educational purposes only, designed to help you make informed decisions about your health and wellness. I always encourage you to work closely with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise routine, or medication schedule. Your healthcare team knows your personal medical history, current medications, and individual health needs better than anyone else. They are your best partners in creating a heart-healthy plan that is specifically right for you. Take care of yourself. Stay curious about your health, and I will see you in the next video where we will explore more ways to live your strongest, healthiest life after 60.